Hey, so as an engineer and entrepreneur for 30 years, I learned something very early in my entrepreneurial journey, and that is that business is easy to understand, but hard to do well. And this is why I think you see a lot of people who kind of get stuck when they're thinking about starting a business. So they watch a bunch of videos, maybe even take some courses, and then they start to make progress on starting their business, and then they get stuck and are not sure what to do next. And it comes down to a lack of confidence, and also the concept that business is easy to understand. So you take the course, you watch the video, and say, okay, I think I can do that, and you start taking steps, and then all of a sudden, all these decisions start percolating, and you're not sure what to do. And it comes down to the concept of making good decisions confidently, being aware that you may not always make the right decision, and so what are you going to do if that happens? How are you going to adjust? How are you going to pivot? And it's sometimes I make the analogy, because of my background as engineering, is that business is kind of the opposite of engineering and math. With engineering and math, typically these concepts are very difficult to understand for most people. But once you understand them, once you know the formula, you can always get the right answer. And this is why we as humans can build big skyscrapers and humongous ships and vehicles and airplanes. It's because once we understand the concepts and know the formulas, we can always get the right answer. But business is the complete opposite. Easy to understand, but then once you start to do it, realize there are no perfect answers. You will never know the right answer. Even if you're actually wildly successful, you'll still not know the right answer, because if you did something differently, maybe you'd be even more successful. But of course, success is a good problem to have. The serious problem is making the wrong decision and failing. And you're going to fail as an entrepreneur constantly. I call them micro failures, happen all the time. Hopefully, they're all micro failures, small failures you can adjust and learn from, and they're not going to take out your entire business, but that can happen. But the only solution to this is to gain experience in business. And if you can't go and gain that experience in the real world, do what pilots do and learn to fly using a flight simulator. In this case, a business simulator. If you want to see more about what I'm talking about, I invite you to visit business-xp.com, business-xp.com. It uses realistic simulations to teach you business so you can practice and gain confidence and be ready to take that next step. I'm Mathew Giorgio.